Is still rising in the Philippines due to one of the strongest storms ever recorded on Earth.
Right now, as many as 10,000 people are dead from Typhoon Haiyan. The storm hit the islands on Friday, packing winds of nearly 200 miles per hour and 20-foot high waves. Now survivors are going through the destruction, trying to gather food and supplies just to stay alive. Many organizations are now taking donations to help those affected by the destruction, but they won't be sending nails or any building supplies.
CBS 2 News reporter Matt Hamill spoke with someone who has experienced in the midst of disaster.
Yes, Scott and Tiffany, you know, we living here in the corridor know what flooding can do and the devastation from that. We also know the impact of high winds from a tornado. But imagine both of those things hitting at once, and you have an idea of what happened in the Philippines. One Cedar Rapids man knows exactly what's that like.
Tens of thousands presumed dead, fishing villages and towns gone, winds stronger than any tornado we'll ever see.
19 kids, 3 adults and 3 dogs held on the roof of that house.
Cedar Rapids disaster specialist Peter Teahen says the pictures can never convey the overwhelming devastation. He's responded to 45 major disasters from Katrina to the tsunami in Sri Lanka, and he may end up in the Philippines.
To hear the angst of the families, to watch the massive destruction, to look for miles and miles and miles around you and say, there isn't a building standing, there is no resources there. It's hard to comprehend.
Filipino organizations in Iowa are watching in horror, trying to contact relatives and send aid.
We want water and medicines for the injured.
But Teahen says consider floods in Cedar Rapids and realize the Philippines have a very long road ahead. And despite the temptation to send supplies, don't.
You will overwhelm the system if you send a box. I have received many calls, people saying, well, we want to ship things, we want to ship clothing, we want to ship it. They have no ports, they have no warehouse, they have no distribution system.
Teahen says that cash is really the only tool to help rebuild, as long as it's donated to a reputable organization like the one he has worked with, the Red Cross. You can find a list of organizations ready to help in the Philippines on our website. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Matt Hamill, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.